What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Steph Curry is a player that has truly been revolutionary in so many ways. He has popularized the three-point shot in a way that no other player has come close to. Not Larry Bird, not even Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. And the different ways in which he can bust you for the three ball is unparalleled. He's a master to catch and shoot. He can do it off the dribble, running through screens. You know what I'm saying? Off balance, off one leg, fading back, distance. He has the efficiency. He has the whole package. Of course, he's a four-time NBA champion. Finally won the elusive Finals MVP in 2022. I think it's a two-time All-Star Game MVP, multiple-time All-Star, Olympic gold medal winner. He has a first ballot Hall of Fame career. I might get some pushback on this one, but I got a problem with what Victor Oladipo said, man. Now, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but Victor Oladipo recently said that he thinks that Steph Curry is the GOAT. I don't mean the best point guard ever, which I don't agree with, but people have their opinions. He means he's the GOAT. Better than Michael Jordan, better than Wilt, better than Kareem, better than whoever you have as your GOAT. He's the best, according to Victor Oladipo.
Steph's the best point guard I ever saw. There's a couple point guards that I could put up there, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, that I saw, but Steph, he changed the game. He changed the NBA.
You know what's funny for me is I know what you're about to say too. I would consider him the best ever.
Steph Curry?
Yes, sir.
Best player ever.
Yeah. And I would consider him that because he's supposed to be playing golf, bro. If you really look at him, he's
100%.
supposed to be playing golf.
100%.
He's out there.
100%.
And he Himalaya out there, bro.
100%.
For real, he's doing his thing. Like he's changed the game completely, bro. And I had just like you said something so profound. I saw him. I saw him. I had to guard him. You know what I'm saying? It's really different. And he has changed the game so drastically that guys shoot 53s a game now. And that's only because of him.
That's it.
And I'll give Clay some credit too, you know what I'm saying, as well, that their style of play in Golden State. But man, he changed the game completely. And I gotta consider you one of the greats if you change the game like that, if you change the format of how we play as a whole. And man, I just, I feel like he
You ain't wrong. You ain't off.
Now, this is where I say, I give my opinion on this, and a lot of people don't like it. They say that I'm hating and all that, but I kind of push back a little bit when people say Steph changed the game as far as the rise of the three-point shot. I push back on that because when you really look at the NBA, we started seeing a shift in the proliferation of the three-point shot, I would say like 2010-ish. It started around then. Around the time the real Lakers won their last NBA championship. And what it was analytics. We saw it in baseball. We've seen the shift in offense in football. And it all has to do with money. It all got to do with money. Fans want to see offense. We saw the NBA eliminate physicality. We saw the NBA eliminate essentially the traditional big man. We saw everything get pushed out to the perimeter. And we saw the NBA relax defensive rules to the point where offensive players, especially perimeter offensive players, were getting boosts. It was allowing, especially ball handling point guards and guards, they saw the biggest boost. And if it wasn't just scoring average, their efficiency went up. We started seeing this in 2005, 2006. And we started seeing a push for teams to shoot more threes. So Steph Curry popularized it. Yes. But we were seeing a trend of more threes before Steph Curry really started breaking through as a superstar. So I push back against that, and people don't like it. I'm sorry, man. I'm on here to give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on here to agree with everything everybody got to say. But at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. Now, having said all of that, right? I do think that Steph Curry is like a top 15 all-time player. And somehow, when you say that, people still find an insult in that. Well, only top 15? Nigga, how many players have played in the NBA? I'm just like whatever. I'm not even... See, the thing about Steph Curry is this. People will say he's the greatest point guard, but technically, he's not... He doesn't do what point guards do. He's really a guard playing point guard. He's not the greatest passer. He's not the greatest playmaker, floor general, which are things that we see in point guards. So we're basing it off of his scoring ability. So it's like you got to put him in a special category. Because technically, when you look at, and I agree with Michael Jordan 100% on this, when you look at what an actual point guard does, Steph is average. What elevates him is his incredible shooting ability and scoring ability, and his accomplishments and his resume. That elevates him completely. But technically, as far as what point guards are expected to do, historically, he's average in a lot of aspects. He's a great ball handler. But as far as his passing ability, defense, playmaking, facilitating, assists, it's kind of average. So I just have my issues with calling him the GOAT. The GOAT? The greatest of all time? No, come on now. But, hey, Victor Oladipo balled and I don't. So maybe he knows something I don't know. But I have a hard time putting Steph Curry ahead of Magic Johnson. And I still have a hard time putting him ahead of Oscar Robertson. I don't care if he got 4 championships. Championships don't sway me like it does some other people. It don't. Because when we talk about baseball, right, we say who's the greatest baseball player of all time. Most people say Willie Mays, right? How many championships Willie Mays got? Willie Mays got like what? 1? Does anybody even factor that shit in when you talk about how great he is? No. When you talk about the greatest football players of all time, we don't ring count. We talk about who was the most skilled and dominant in position. Only in basketball does it devolve down into fucking rings. When there's so many different things you got to look at when it comes to a championship, especially pre-1977 when you didn't have free agency. Salute to Oscar Robertson for helping to make that possible. I just don't, I don't get it. I don't get the ring counting thing. Yeah, it plays a factor. I think it should play a factor when you have 2 equally skilled players with similar resumes, and then championships could be a factor that absolutely, but to just say, because Draymond Green got 4 titles and Anthony Mason has none, or, Charles Oakley has none, that means Draymond Green is a better player? Or a better example, because Draymond Green has 4 rings and Cedric Maxwell only has, 2? That means Draymond's better than him? Better than Cornbread? I mean, It's just stupid, man. It's dumb. He's not. Not a better player. Steve Kerr is not better than Danny Ainge, in my opinion. Steve Kerr couldn't even start. But for those who are dumbed down to the point where you just do simple ring counting, oh, well, he has 5 rings. Danny Ainge has, what did Danny Ainge have? 3 rings? I think he had 2. Danny Ainge has 2. So that means that Steve Kerr is better. Whatever, man. Anyway, do y'all agree with Victor Oladipo that Steph Curry is the greatest player of all time? I'm just, it's like there's this big push now. Everybody keep talking about the Michael Jordan, LeBron fake GOAT debate. It's this big push now to somehow leapfrog Steph Curry to the GOAT position at point guard. They're not even making it, they're trying to slickly not even making a debate anymore. It's like, oh, well, everybody knows that Steph Curry is the GOAT at point guard. Who said that? What meeting did we have where this was articulated, agreed upon, and goddamn adjourned that Magic is now number 2 and Steph is safely in place or safely and securely ensconced in the number 1 spot? Who made this decision for us? Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. And not only that, to hell with the point guard. Now all of a sudden he's in the GOAT conversation. So let me get this straight. All these years, we've been underrating Steph, but overrating Kobe. Because the way they talk, Kobe's not even top 10, but Steph is the GOAT. Man, y'all get the fuck out of my face.